All right, we are live at session 15, Embers of the Phoenix. What happened last time? What are we doing today?
I killed the party.
Oh shit.
Don't think you did.
I cast 13 fireballs.
That is a good way to kill
You're,
a
you're
party.
muted, Whitney.
It would not take 13 fireballs to kill us.
Yeah, I would say that'd be it.
3 of you
Dramatic.
all have crazy high dexes, and I think one of you gets improved evasion. So it would take 13 fireballs.
No more, no less.
No more, no less. That is correct. Thank you, John.
All right, then. Yeah, you guys remember how it last time?
Last time, I don't even have my notes open yet because I restarted my computer recently.
So we moved forward with our plan to investigate, the inspector. Found out that the inspector was being directed to the location we were supposed to redirect him to. Our good clerical friend accompanied the inspector. We snuck into the building and waylaid them and discovered why they were trying to get me. And it was involving that slight misunderstanding about the contents of a chest from an earlier mission. Truly just biased and unfair. And, we picked up some loot. I made a down payment on my swaggin' boots. And I'm sure other things happened, but that's as far as my character is concerned. That's all that happened.
There was more than that, but that's pretty close, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really love the veggie jerky, but it gets caught in one's teeth so bad, and no amount of flossing seems to get it out of there.
So, let's see. Judge, you used some of your thought reading abilities. We learned that there was somebody who was invisible who works for Marak, and he agrees to tell us everything if we let him go.
Which we do.
We ended up wiping the memory of the assessor. He had been dominated, and so we decided to just clear it out. There was one guy that we let leave without wiping his memory because he said he would just get out of town. 2 staff, we wiped their memories and tell them they're fired. And then we locked up the unconscious guy and the dead body there, and the other guy to Gabby. I think that's where we left off.
It's pretty good.
And I believe now we're looking to see if this town has a pair of mosquitoes.
A pair of what?
No. No.
No. All right, very good, very good.
That's just
So-
disappointing. Fine dining at pair of mosquitoes.
Off to see Gabby with the unconscious fellow?
Yes.
Is the plan?
That was where we left off.
Excellent. How are you guys traveling about the city with this unconscious fellow? You just displaying it proudly, hiding it, or what are you doing? You have to move about the city for a good
Did they
half
have
an hour walk.
Do they have sedans for rent?
First of all, no. I want to do this properly now that we. God damn it! It's so much cheaper if I make it. I hate these conundrums where it's like I could just go buy the thing, but I could also spend 70% less. Shit. No, we need another way because I keep meaning to make a proper bag of holding for us, and forgetting to.
We can't put that guy in a bag of holding. It only has 20 minutes worth of atmosphere.
That's all we would need to get him to Gabby.
Well, that's true.
It is about a half an hour walk to the Bispot.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, you could well, I mean, you don't even have it anyway, so there's no point.
I thought we were just gonna proudly parade him through the streets.
We only have to lift his head out enough to breathe and then stuff it back in.
Are you saying we only need to have his head on a pike and parade it around the streets, letting people know?
Definitely not that.
There we go.
The problem is we know the guards are in very high activity. They're basically looking for any reason to get in the way of operations.
Can't we just say our friend is very drunk and we need a sedan to get him home?
We could try that, but the guards have been pretty asinine about things. And if here we are with yet again another unconscious person, the rat,
Pretty
the
sketchy.
2 goblins, and the dwarf, guards are going to start like talking to each other and be like, hey, those 4 were doing some weird shit again.
I can't disagree with you there.
And we're coming out of like a weird space as well here.
So we kill him and animate him? Like he's
I don't think that's the right idea either.
I'm gonna vote no on that.
He's probably not going to be willing to cooperate.
yeah, I think that ship sailed, frankly.
Yeah.
Can
We
do a
might be
weekend
able to
at
run
Bernie's
and
thing?
get Gabby and have Gabby come here. But I think I don't want to overuse our bailouts from Gabby either. I want Gabby to feel like we're a cohesive party that can do this on our own.
I like that idea. Cohesive party.
Okay, so then what are we gonna do? So we do it on our own.
I don't know. Nobody has secret chest? I know that
No.
doesn't work on people. No. God damn it. You're an alchemist, not a wizard. You can't cast invisibility on him.
Do you have
I
a ring, do you not?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
we
the
do have the
ring, I
ring.
thought you still have to trigger on and off
True.
as the holder.
You could wake him up and make him trigger it, I guess. I don't know.
Then we have to knock him back out somehow. That's really hard to knock out somebody who's invisible.
True, true.
Um,
Do you guys not have like a potion of invis? I thought I gave you that at one point, maybe not.
Thought we used it.
Did you use it?
Oh no, Charles was. Wait, does Charles, Judge G still have the ring of invisibility? Could we put that on?
yeah, but again, the
This
ring
person?
requires the user to activate it in order to go invisible.
Oh,
I have a scroll of implosion.
Hmm.
And,
It has potential.
is he stone? I could stone shape him.
He is not made of stone. Well, you guys don't need to overthink it. It is late. You could just risk bringing him out in the city. I'm just letting you know there's a non-zero chance that this poses a problem for you guys. But
Yeah, the problem is we've already run into the guards a number of times trying to do this like intelligent ways and having it sort of fail.
Could we just buy a potion of invisibility from somebody?
Yeah, we theoretically could. Actually, is your formula list up to date?
It is.
So you don't have invisibility readied for today. Oh, actually, you don't have your second spell readied for today. Because you could. Actually, I think invisibility costs just a little too much. Now that I'm thinking about it. I was thinking you could make up a potion of invisibility real quick. But I think that's 250 GP or less, and then potion prices are it's going to be at least 300 gold for a second level. Damn it, so close.
Not to mention time.
Well, I mean, it's an hour. It only takes 2 hours if it's below 250 GP. So it's not like that would have taken a lot of time. That's what I was checking on.
Well, what does everybody think? I mean, at this point, I think we should try to sneak him.
well, most of us are stealthy. How stealthy are we gonna make this unconscious body.
None of you are particularly strong, so how are you planning on lifting him and stealthing?
We are going to do Weekend at Bernie's.
Actually, John, how do you rule an unconscious body? If I'm carrying it and I wear the ring of invis, does the body disappear with me?
That is true. I guess you'll have to test it and we'll see what happens.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
let's give that a try. I can pick up the body, I can put on the ring and see if you guys see me. I am curious though. I want to read.
Well, if you're invisible, you can then manipulate the body.
I don't think Weekend at Bernie's this guy is gonna work.
Oh no, I'm determined. I'm determined the Weekend at Bernie's this guy.
I don't think so, because it does say the gear vanishes, but I don't really think he's gear.
What if we lash him to you?
I mean, it's gonna be pretty obvious.
Yeah, I guess the question is, are you considered an object when you're unconscious?
Ooh, what if I do this? We tie him to me. We wrap me up in like robes, and then I put on the ring.
You wrap you up in robes. What do you mean? Covering
So,
him
like,
and you in robes?
Covering him
So he's,
and
like,
me in the robes.
Under your clothes, sort of.
And since the clothes are my gear,
I guess you'll look like a bulky dwarf?
that's invisible.
True.
I love this plan.
Yeah,
I
I
endorse
guess that
this
would work.
plan.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we can do that. We can take like the bedding. I can like fashion myself a thing around out of it, tie it around myself, and then remind everybody that I'm gonna be moving hella fucking slow. And then put on the ring of invisibility
Sure.
and see if everything goes disappearo.
Yeah. You put on the ring. Make sure you guys are putting it on the right sheet, whoever has the ring currently.
Yep.
That would go from me to Steve.
Is it on you?
Yeah, it's on me currently.
Okay.
Just want to make sure people have the right things on. And then, yeah, what do you guys do? The dwarf goes invisible on all his
We're gonna-
items.
And is the unconscious assailant invisible or visible?
Yeah, you guys can't see your unconscious.
Ronald.
Yeah.
It works.
All right, let's go to Gabby's. I don't think anything wrong can happen with this.
All right, here we go. John did roll his percentile die, and I'm sure got the every wizard in town is wandering along the road that you are.
Yeah, I just need a round of perception checks.
Oh, I hope somebody here has a good perception.
Everybody has a good perception.
I don't think your perception was that good.
No, it's not anymore. Oh, Judge D, why? Why can't you roll things
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Man,
Wow.
we all rolled low.
with a plus
wow.
21?
A plus 21? Oh, that's terrible.
That is really unfortunate.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys are heading out into the city streets to head to the Bispot.
Proof positive, it doesn't matter what your bonus is.
Yeah, I'm proving that with my disabled device.
Sometimes
roll.
it matters. But let's do a quick check-in as you guys are moving through the streets. I want to get a sense of like what your characters think of like your current missions, like what you're doing. Do you think you're like having a positive impact on the city? Like, is this part of the whole goal here? Are you guys doing what you set out to do in this city? Make things better? Make the people consider you the heroes instead of the crown? Let's start at random unless anyone wants to volunteer. Just your general thoughts. Doesn't have to be long. You can give me whatever. It could just be a current thing too. Like maybe you just whatever's on your current mind right now. How about Osrin? What are you thinking as you shuffle into the streets? Is this what Osrin signed up for? Are you...
This definitely isn't something tapping into our minds right now that we
No,
all failed to
not
vote
at all.
against.
Not at all.
Wink, wink.
No.
Say no more. I'm just randomly checking to see what you think by
Well-
reading your minds.
You can slightly meta it, but I'm guiding you to an answer. So clearly, it's not a detect thoughts because I'm guiding your response here. I want to know what your character's thoughts are on this whole, what's going on currently with your current missions, just overall as well as you kind of are slugging through the streets trying to not attract attention.
I feel like sometimes it's hard to like know what impact we're having.
Mm-hmm.
Like it feels like, some of the side things we take on probably aren't as important, but we have specific reasons for taking them on. But it's kind of hard to know, like in the grand scheme of things, like are we making enough of a difference or enough, like as much of a difference as we want to make? Like, is there something we should be, doing to kind of like plan our activities more strategically? Yeah, just, not feeling like our work isn't useful, just wondering, like, are we doing the best that we can?
And are you worried about this current mission attracting the ire of some assassination village in the north, some city? Do you care about all that, or is that even sunk in yet?
I mean, it doesn't feel great that there was a hit out on Judge D.
Mm-hmm.
That is pretty concerning. And I feel like I probably would know from Bissy's team that I would know that Marak is generally, considered pretty concerning. So knowing that, I think, would be weighing on my mind some.
Yeah, is there any thought to the people that escaped? Are you worried about any repercussions from that, or is that kind of just taking it day by day?
I felt, confident enough in our team's decision to let them go that they aren't a huge worry to me.
Fair enough. Good. How about Judge D? What are you thinking about this? You were a target for assassination. Still, probably. Are you worried about roaming the streets right after you let some people get away, or it would be too soon for something to happen, right?
So I feel we have not correctly assessed the risk mitigation strategies we could have been applying this time to reach a true synergy in regards to my safety. And we do need to invoke a more polemic switch to a better keep Judge G alive paradigm. So I'm very concerned about this. Also, these missions are not really working out really well cash wise. We're not really at first the money was fun, but now it's and I completely forgot we're supposed to be helping people. So I'm not now I'm just more focused on not being dead. I am not worried about the people we let go. Because I'm more worried about random assassins at this point. I feel like I'm about to enter the movie Bullet Train or something.
Yeah, that's pretty good. How about you, Zoo? You're just a village goblin thrust into the city about all these guys doing all their city things, like assassinations going on. Some city in the north threatening one of your friends here. Did you really sign up for all this? Is this something you were released from a cage just a month ago maybe? You're going to be some giant food and now you're here doing all these random things does Sue even really have a good say in these things? I know they've asked your opinion and you've said yes, but I don't know. Is this really what Zoo wants to be doing? What's Zoo thinking about all this stuff that's happened so far?
The DM is trying to divide and conquer. Don't fall for his plan.
All his plan. This is where the most fun comes from.
Yeah.
Well, for a while, it was kind of fun and interesting to learn about people outside of the goblins, all these strange people doing things to try and improve, even though Zoo hasn't seen any improvement yet. It doesn't feel like they've done anything, but sure, they'll say they did good. But the whole, like, assassins coming after Judge D thing is very concerning.
A little unsettling.
Yeah.
And didn't you were offered some items randomly a few times, and you kind of initially maybe wanted it, but your rest of your party kind of convinced you not to take it. Does that weigh on Zoo and all? Do you ever think about like all the nice little pretty trinkets you could have had if it not for your pesky friends telling you not to accept strangers' items? Because I mean, imagine in that last encounter if you had a necklace of fireballs. Oh my god, could have been whipping pearls at people, fireballs exploding.
Yeah.
Even
Well,
now,
but,
walking on the streets, if something were to happen, you know having fireballs on demand, it's pretty good.
I think if Zoo decided to leave the party, she'd definitely go straight towards that.
Okay. Good to know.
I was like, going straight. Are we like not on the level anymore?
Last but not least, the invisible dwarf. Maybe that's why you went last. You're not even visible on the streets right now. Is this what Ronald imagined his task would be? Being invisible, not being seen?
No, Ronald is like struggling a lot with this. Ronald signed up for like trying to stop this war and being really focused on it. And I think Ronald's already been kind of expressing the frustration. All the time spent on, we've got more riddles to solve, we've got to eat a cheese plate. I need to make enough money to pay for a second mortgage or to pay for a second house. It's still not enough money. Can I get more money? I don't care who I make deals with, even if they're going to come to kill us. I'll make deals with them anyway. Ronald does want to try to like focus on the plan ahead, but I feel like Ronald is not a sort of Ronald is not really a leader style character, and Ronald feels like he's supposed to lead and is trying to kind of figure out what that means. He went from being a shopkeep for many, many years to having this team that he's supposed to be working together with that to some degree doesn't match what his personal interests are. And he knows some of that is like the growing pains of trying to deal with people. But at this point, it feels like we're gradually moving away from the goals we have with Gabby, and we're creating too much recognition and not accomplishing enough of what needs to be done to like stop the war.
Yeah, do you guys remember how this whole thing even started? Was this something that you guys were aiming to do to help the citizens, or what was this whole thing all about? Do you guys remember how we got here?
I thought Gabby asked us to take on this. Oh, wait. No, I was following up on this.
Yeah, I mean, your characters can just reflect on this as I'm getting your opinions here, just to remind you guys how you got here. I mean, I'm not trying to get you guys to blame someone or something, but I'm just reflecting on your current state of affairs.
Not where I'm sitting at there, GM.
You guys just recall like why you're here. This isn't even something Gabby put you on. This is something kind of Judge D kind of took on himself almost to earn some extra coin to help you in the overall effort, of course. But something that wasn't on the slate to get the people's behind you. This was something kind of more a self endeavor. And as I say that, how are you walking through the streets? Are you guys walking single file? Are you guys walking in a line?
I feel like Ronald is probably like a ways behind the group, not too far. But I mean, first of all, kind of struggling to carry this thing. Ronald is already kind of slower in general, on top of it being Dwarven. And Ronald, huh?
I would keep pace with you.
I'm invisible. You can't keep pace with me. Unless you're actively trying to listen for my steps.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. How far back from the party did you want to be? I guess I could just bring you to a map and you guys can arrange yourselves as you want to and walk through the city, so I get a good idea and we're all on the same page how you're walking through. That's the only purpose of the map, of course.
Yes, of course, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So you are traveling. I'll wait till you all load in. before I give you some sort of direction. So I think I'm one of the last people to load in. Yeah, I will unpause it for you to move yourselves as you want. You are heading south in the city streets, and you can arrange yourselves as you would be traveling. Of course, you guys don't know the exact position of Ronald, but if you're trying hard to listen and stuff, he's not super.
Right, because I'm still very noisy. I'm still in full plate, so I don't imagine it would be impossible to stay close, but.
Yeah, and if you guys need help knowing where you are on the map, I can kind of direct your camera on the top here. And if anyone needs help moving their character to where you want to be, I'll just arrange you as you need to be.
How can we move the square of the map itself again? I'm trying to drag it. It's not going.
Right click and drag.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. I don't see us on the map.
Just so that I know where he is and for no other reason.
Oh yeah, Big is not there.
Oh, yes, sorry. Can't forget Big.
Oh, I was just very zoomed out. Okay.
Yep.
Big can be wherever you should have control of Big, so you can move him wherever you want. While you guys figure that out, I'll just be back 1 second.
Yeah, so I think I'm hanging back. If you guys want to walk ahead, that's fine, but there is positionality is going to matter, so it'd be useful to have everybody like putting themselves into their position, looking at the screen and moving pieces where they want to be.
Yes. Are you guys in your proper spots, or does anyone need help rearranging?
I'm where I want to be.
Yeah, and your goal is basically you need to get south, and you're making a left at the next juncture. Left in terms of the map, it would be your character's right, I guess. But left if you're looking at the map down south. So, yeah, is that you guys are good with your positions as you want to walk through the city?
I'm good with it.
I'm okay with it.
Excellent. I will move you guys. I'll pause it. There are, despite the lack of tokens, there are people, not many, it's late. There are people musing, walking about. There are 1 or 2 guards on the street, but they'll pay you no mind since your dwarf is invisible with your unconscious friend. And I'll just kind of move you as I describe some things happening, and you guys can let me know if you have any reactions to this. So you guys walk around. It's about when you get to about here. I'll just say you're keeping pace, keeping your distance well. It's about here. You'll hear with those perception checks. I'll just use those perception checks for this whole little encounter. You hear some commotion coming from inside this house here. You're not sure what it is, but something's going on. A scuffle, a fight, something violent, aggressive. You hear some smashing and whatever. There are a few people around, but a lot of people seem to notice as well, and they kind of just go about their business and turn their heads and walk, seem to be getting out of the area as well. They don't want to be involved in whatever's going on in there. Do you guys have any? Do you want to investigate or ignore it?
What do you think? I mean,
So I'm going to be a little stickler here. I'm usually not, but you can discuss with Zoo, Judge D, and Osrin. You can whisper to Ronald, but the group of you can't communicate with each other unless you want to make it obvious if anyone's watching you that there is someone invisible you're conversing with, or if you have some sort of plan to converse with each other, you can let me know. But as a default, by default, Zoo and Judge D you guys are a bit away, so you can't just whisper or talk to each other. You're keeping about a 20-foot distance from each other, so you guys can't really communicate unless you have a way to communicate that I don't know about or forgot about.
Mm-mm.
So Judge D, yeah, you can go ahead and you can talk to Zoo. Are you stopping, or are you going to keep walking and talking?
Should we stop? It sounds like a scuffle. I don't know if it's a trap or... What do you think?
We got to do.
You cut out. Repeat that, Michelle.
We got other things to do.
Okay. Yeah,
I would
we'll,
whisper to Ronald that I think, unless it sounds like somebody, like, does it sound sort of like a one-way fight, like somebody is just being tortured or something, or it sound more like a back and forth, or hard
You
to
can
tell?
give me, if you guys want to hone in and stop for a few seconds to listen, I'll give you another perception check for this specific thing. But if you're walking and not staying very long, then no, you're not sure.
yeah, I'd like to stop and hear.
All right, you guys notice Judge D's stopping and taking his time around here, walking a little slower, and you all can stop as well. And 16. Let's see what you can make out. Are you keeping your position, or are you going to walk a little closer?
I'm going to keep my position.
Okay. And what
Sorry,
about you?
I haven't done my perception.
Yeah, no worry. What about you, Osrin? Because you're going to be quite far away. It's going to be hard for you to... Ooh, but Judge D is very good.
36.
Osrin, you're just going to try to hear what you can from there, or are you going to walk up?
I mean, I would keep walking. I wouldn't get a ton closer in terms of like to that side, but I would keep walking in the direction we're walking in and get closer.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just say you guys kind of stop here and perceive. So you want to walk up?
I don't stop walking.
Okay, Ronald keeps going. So you're gonna.
I'm going straight to the building.
To the building where you hear the noise, or to?
Yes, I am going straight to the building where I hear the noise. Like, if they stop and they're listening, I'm just going to like waltz past them and move around them if need be.
Sure. Are you going to a window, or I guess I'll just unpause. Where do you want to go?
I'm invisible, so I'm going to go straight to a window.
Okay, sure. You can go to an open window. And the curtains are drawn, but you can give me a perception check, and you will have the best advantage here. But Judge, you also are good too, but Enzu. But let me just get them all. Yeah, still all right. You're right next to there. +2 to notice unusual stonework. You will notice this is unusual stonework in this building.
Ooh.
No joke, it's actually unusual for Rachel. It seems to be some foreign stone used for this building. Not native to this area. Yeah, so inside, Ronald, you can put an ear. You're invisible. You will definitely hear the distinct shrill cry of a woman. She seems to be being severely injured. You don't hear the sounds of anyone else, but she seems to be like... It's like a shrill cry of pain.
I tap on the window. I do not attack the window. I tap on the window.
I'll go to what everyone else hears first before that resolves. So, Judge D, you hear the same thing. You hear a shrill cry of like pain. Clearly, it's someone being like crying out in excruciating pain. Zoo, you hear the same thing, but you're not sure if it's a woman or not. You just hear someone crying out in pain. Osrin, you hear like muffled noise. You're not quite sure what it is, but you seem you don't hear Ronald near you anymore. So clearly you like look around. You're trying to hear for the clanking of his chainmail or whatever he's wearing, some metal armor, and you don't hear him like beside you where he usually is. The tapping on the window results
I'm going to
in...
try to put a little bit of like, enough to make sure there's a good sound in the window, not like a soft tap. So something more along the lines of like that.
Yeah. Nothing comes of that. And does the party want to react to anything in this next 6-second window?
I need to step away for just a second. Sorry.
Yeah, sure. So you kind of hear the shrill cry, and it kind of goes quiet after that cry.
I think I would start approaching the door.
All right. The door is over here. So you can, if that's where you want to go, in case you weren't sure, the door is over here where I've moved you.
Oh, okay.
The window is over there. I mean, you don't know Ronald's there, but...
Right.
What about the rest of the party? As Osrin kind of books it towards the door a bit.
I guess I'm gonna hunker down and see what they I'm not sure, honestly.
All right, Judge, you're kind of contemplating, looking what's going on. What about you, Zoo and Big?
I'm going to keep walking in the same direction, but like more slowly, and just
Okay.
kind of like slowly approach instead of like, and wait until like I get like I guess an order or close and figure out what we're doing basically.
Sure, yeah, you can kind of keep it, walk a little slowly. I'll say you get to about here before the next 6-second window. So, yeah, so the sound stops. It's quiet inside now. You kind of have another 6-second window to do things.
Ronald wants to move around to the back.
All right, you can move around to the back. There are 2 other windows back here.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to move up on those to one of them and see if I can get a look inside.
Yeah, you can look inside, and it's one big room, and in this corner here, you can see a... let me read. Ooh, yeah, this woman in a nightgown, bloodied, slashed all over her body, on the floor, blood pooling around her.
Ooh, that's terrible.
No obvious assailant inside. No, I mean, 6 seconds, that's what you see.
Yeah.
Osrin, from the door, you don't hear any more sound inside. It's quiet. The door, you can just jiggle it. It's locked.
I would knock on it
You can knock.
loudly.
Yeah. No response. What about the rest of the party?
I see everybody going over there. I'm going to join my party because, we're...
At the door?
Yeah, I'm going to listen at the door.
All right.
And then,
You can give me a perception. You can look for traps if you want. I'm not sure if you want to, but it's up to you.
I'll do a perception to see if there's any traps because I'm thinking about just kicking down the door.
I don't want to influence you to look for traps. So this is to look for traps?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do not see any traps.
Okay.
That will be your 6 seconds of checking.
Okay.
Anything for you, Zoo? Before I go to the
Uh,
next 6-second batch of time?
I think I'm just gonna like look around the area while I'm like waiting for instructions.
Sure, give me another perception check because you're doing something out of the ordinary that I assumed you were doing. 24. Oh, let's see if you notice something. It's hard to notice, but you have a chance. No. You do not see anything unusual, aside the fact that most civilians have retreated from this area after hearing that scream. Seems like people don't want to be involved.
People just don't want to get involved.
Yeah, the guards you saw were quite a ways away. They seem to either have not heard it or they're bad guards. Either way, you don't see them running over here or they don't seem to be in view anymore. Maybe they walked past and they didn't hear it. But they were...
like we've not seen bad guards before.
Sure. Maybe they were paid off. Maybe this is an elaborate Moroccan plot. Who knows? But you don't see any guards rushing over here, regardless. Yeah, next pseudo round. What would you guys like to do? We'll start with Ronald in the back of the house.
Is this a movable window or is this a solid window?
It is a window you could raise up. There's no latch locking
I'm
it.
gonna try to open the window.
Yeah, it opens up. Stale air inside, musty smell.
Start my movement in, being very careful about not stepping in or touching blood. And then as I'm in, I want to close the window behind me.
Okay, so let's think about this. This is a human-sized dwelling. The window's probably up to your, at least your cheeks, and you're invisible, wrapped with this guy. Do you think you'd be able to dwarven climb in a window like this?
I do think, no, that's fair. I do think that would be very, very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
I think, though, what I will... Casting a spell is going to be rather loud. I think I'm still going to do it. I'm going to cast Detect Magic here.
Ooh.
You go, Steve.
60-foot cone.
Let's see. Yes, you do get some magic in the house.
Okay.
The
I just get
presence-
presence of auras right now. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
there is you don't get the strength yet, do you?
nope, that is the next round.
All right, so this
Oh,
round.
no, I'm
you'll-
sorry. That is the third round. The second round is the number of different auras and the most potent and the power of the most potent aura.
Yeah, there's
And then
only
the third
one.
round is each individual.
Yeah, there's only one aura you see coming off of this
Okay.
lady's neck.
Okay. So second round though.
But unless you are able to do that silently, the rest of the party you've heard Ronald cast Detect Magic. You guys could hear from the back of the house some spell casting being done by your friend Ronald. Maybe spellcraft checks to identify what it is, but you can identify it as Ronald. You've partied
I
with him
don't
enough.
have spellcraft.
If you don't know spellcraft, then you just assume it's some magic he's doing behind the house. Whether you guys
He knows
perceive
what
that
he-
as he hasn't
he
called
knows
for
what he's
help.
doing.
Yeah, I just don't know if that would cue you if you want to go check in what he's doing, or if you want to continue with your path. But anyway, other party, what are you guys doing? We can start with.
I think I would try
yeah.
and push the door in.
It is locked.
I'm
Unless you
gonna
want to break it
step-
down.
And I'm not very strong.
You can still try.
I was hoping to like shoulder it, but
Oh,
yeah, I
sure.
can try.
Give me a strength check to open the door.
Or you could let D try to unlock it.
Yeah, I was gonna go up there. And
Okay, Judge D, you can go first.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just a average looking lock. Doesn't look too formidable.
Okay, I'm gonna open. We've already detected traps on this stupid thing, so we're gonna.
Mm-hmm.
Now here comes the one.
Yeah,
Nice.
very quick work of it. Take your lockpicks out. A few seconds here and there, and the lock unlocks.
I
Door
know.
is unlocked. Osrin, you can open it up, and people can step inside if they wish.
Yep.
You see the back window open. And you guys can step inside. Zoo, are you coming inside too?
I think I'm going to stay outside and like keep watch.
All right. What about Big?
One.
Keep him by your side, or
Yeah.
all right, Big will stand guard with you out here. You kind of look out. Inside, you guys do see the scene I described. A lady. She is in this corner here where I'm pinging. If you can see. I don't have like an interior of this house, but we'll just have to imagine the interior. It's a very nice one-room kind of dwelling. It seems like she must have been well off. There's a very nice dining table that's in your way here. You can just kind of like section it out, just so you know something's there. There's like a dining table here, and she is over here. I'll make a red box where she is. As you look at her, you see the bloody massacre that has taken place here. She's been
Is
ravaged.
it pretty clear that she's dead, or do we have to
Oh,
do like a
she's
heal check?
quite dead. There's gashes along her body, open wounds, a pool of blood around her.
Oh man.
And okay, then I want to take 20 to do a perception around the one room.
You can start to do that, but I'll let the other party, because that'll take you 2 minutes, I think, is the thing. Yeah, it's 2 minutes. While you're doing that, you start inspecting the room. Is there any particular area you wanted to start your 2-minute investigation?
2 minutes.
I think I would look at I don't know, all of the potential exits, so like the windows, the doors, like see if there's
Sure.
any sign of where someone might have left out of, or if somebody could be hiding. If there's, I mean, I know it's a small place, but if there might be a trapdoor or anything like that.
Yeah, as you progress through your 2 minutes, I'll give you some more info, unless anyone else interrupts you. But yeah, you start. You see there's a like a fireplace, and someone could have flew out the chimney. There's windows and such. But you're investigating. Judge D, you've used your action to open the door and kind of walk in. But do you have any initial actions you want to do? You can move.
Okay, so
still.
I see the body on the ground.
Yep, to the north of you, past the dinner table.
How many I can't see the room. How many doors are there?
There's one door that you came in. There's two. There's a window to right there where I'm pinging on the north side of the building, and there's two windows to the south across the room. One window is ajar. Someone could have ran out there, but the other window is closed. That window is closed with shades drawn. There is a fireplace with a chimney. No other windows or exits. It is suspicious. There is an open window in the back there.
Well, Osrin is taking a look.
Untrue.
I'm going to examine, carefully walk up to the body in case, like, it's undead or something.
Hmm.
You know, prepared for it to come to life or something awful.
Yeah, you can make your way to the body to investigate next round. Ronald, what are you up to? After you, are you maintaining
So
detect
what do I
magic?
get from the tech magic? Yeah.
All right. What is second round again?
Second round is number of different magical auras and the power of the most potent.
One aura and faint coming from her neck.
Okay, so she wasn't like killed for that. Is there a back door back here?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna move. I'm gonna continue to move around the side then.
Okay.
Don't see anything here.
There's a ladder that goes to the roof, but no other entrances or windows.
I'm going to try like to. I'll shake the ladder a bit and then make it fall, trying to like emulate the wind.
Sure. Is there a goal to that, or you're just...
If there's something that's on the roof...
Oh, stopping it from
now
getting down
it's-
easily.
Yeah, now it's going to have a little bit more difficult time getting down, and at least maybe have to make some noise hitting the ground.
Okay.
That's pretty smart, Steve. You're my hero.
Zoo, you do hear something fall in the alley to the south of the building. Do you want to check it out, or...
The
I'm
joys
gonna
of being
go.
invisible.
I'm gonna go investigate since I don't know it's Ronald.
All right, yeah, what is that? You go over there, investigate the south. Is Big coming with you? Yeah.
Yeah.
You see this ladder on the floor, clattered. One of the steps popped off. Clearly this thing has fallen over. You can give me a perception check.
I was like, how convincing did it sound like it was just the wind?
There's no high winds to pull that down, so
Yeah.
someone must have knocked it down, or someone rushing up on the roof, perhaps, in a rush, pushed it off.
Yeah, I need to investigate this ladder right now.
Yeah, you don't see anything obvious what led to this, but something made that fall. You look up.
Can I notice her like looking the
Yeah,
ladder?
sure. Yeah, you
I'm gonna
look-
go. Leave the ladder be.
You hear Ronald out of nowhere, but you know he's invisible somewhere, so clearly he must be here. What do? Do you want to fix the ladder, be a good citizen, or do you want to listen to Ronald?
I'm gonna listen to Ronald.
All right. At this point, I'm going to put you guys in combat.
Right. We knew that was coming.
Osrin I'm going to roll a d8 to see exactly where you were when combat starts. As you're investigating, you are over here, checking out this open window. Like, what happened over here?
What happened?
Can we take a quick break before
Sure.
we start combat?
Yes, let's do
Thanks.
that. We're on break. We are back. Do you guys have your combat initiative out?
Yep. I see the carousel rolling.
You may roll.
I rolled high on initiative. Woo!
Excellent. Everyone looks to be in here.
It happens.
Judge D, you approach this body and start to examine it. What happened here? And quite quickly, you're made aware of what happened here as a incorporeal creature emerges from the wall
It's a fucking invisible stalker, isn't it? Gonna die.
to the right of you. This
Didn't show up on detect magic, which means it's very strong.
No, there's nothing magical about it.
I know, I said it didn't, which means it's very strong if it's invised.
It wasn't
Or
invis. It was
incorporeal, sorry.
It was. Well, Judge D knows this. You don't, I don't think, because you're not looking. But this thing came out of the wall. It was like in the wall, and it kind of phases through, and it looks you dead in the eyes, Judge D. And you can make me knowledge religion if you have it to identify this thing. But it
I do not have.
It speaks to you and says, "You must die," as it floats on toward you.
Yeah, I don't have knowledge religion, so I guess I'm good. Don't know. I'm gonna be like.
Oh, you have a high dex, so
clearly
hopefully
is-
that'll help it.
Yeah, it's some sort of undead creature, clearly. I'll just describe it to you. It is blood-drenched, some sort of spirit. Its hands with long claws. It has a sort of distorted feature, a hateful visage. And as an immediate action, it does something as it comes toward you, and I need you to give me a... Oh, there is no check. I just need to check that DC.
So what happens? You're drinking my blood?
No, I just need to see how.
We don't know yet.
Aging you by 60 years.
I have yet
Oh my
to.
god, I'm dead. We only live 50 years.
I
Fuck.
use this very not often. I'm going to keep their roles a secret until you identify them because I don't want to accidentally reveal their name to ruin the surprise. So it tries to make a skill check as an immediate action. And, oh, it gives me the DC right here. 10 plus your hit die plus wisdom modifier. You are level 6, so 16. What's your wisdom modifier?
The art is a Bodak, but they're not
0?
normally incorporeal.
Oh, sorry, what was your wisdom modifier? 0?
0.
All right, you are. What happens if it beats you? You are demoralized.
Ooh,
Well,
Not a
this
great way
is
to
no
start a combat.
surprise.
that's some
Especially
minus
when I-
twos.
Walking into that trap.
Yeah. I'm just gonna click the demoralized, and hopefully it does what it needs to do. If there is a
I
demoralized,
was going to ask you if there was a demoralized button I should click.
I don't see it.
Under
Am I
buff, I thought
blind?
there was.
Yeah, I thought there should be. There's nausea.
Judge D is
frightened.
just demoralized. I'll never get those boots out of hock.
That's disappointing. Why is demoralized not there? That's like a regular
Yeah.
condition.
Yeah. Maybe there's a buff for it. Let me quickly look.
Oh, that's where I was checking.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you mean like one that you can...
Yeah, one that you
out.
drag
Yeah,
out, yeah.
there might be.
If not, we can move on from that. Because I think, yeah, this
It
is a
is,
-2
yeah,
on
the
something.
result of an intimidate check.
Oh, if
I'm
you're demoralized,
I
are you
can
just shaken?
shake.
Or
Yeah.
that-
Demoralized is the next step, though, I thought. Or no, maybe it is shaken. Maybe it's demoralized gives shaken. I think Charles might be right here.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm
right.
actually reading it directly off the page.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why there's no buff for it. This is how oftentimes
So
I've used
I'm
this.
shaking.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, so we'll just give you the shaken. You're shaking in your booties. As it,
Don't trust those shit.
it's gonna strike out at you against your touch AC.
Shake it like a
Yep,
Polaroid.
the worst parts of incorporeal piss ants.
I'm not worried.
Oh, you're not worried, eh?
Nope.
I don't like that we can't see the rolls.
I do.
Holy
I wanna be scared.
Shit.
It's October. I want to be scared.
Oh my god.
What is the other effect of this? Oh, bleed. Okay.
Scare me, Ghost Daddy. Scare me.
Ew.
You take a massive hit there, Judge D. You are, these wounds open up on you, similar to the body below you. There's a reason, maybe perhaps she fell in one swoop. That hurt. Zoo.
Wait, how much damage should it do? Can he see that or no?
Oh yeah, it's been reduced to my character sheet. A substantial amount.
More than half, or almost half.
Yeah.
Zoo, you hear Judge D cry out inside in excruciating pain.
I'm in excruciating pain.
Thank you for the insight.
I hate to leave things up to chance, you know what I mean?
I am going to go rush towards the door.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, inside you can make a knowledge religion, or if you don't have that, you just see what I described. This drenched spirit creature, long claws slashed into Judge D. He's bleeding profusely, heavily damaged. This creature doesn't even pay you mind, has complete attention given to Judge D. It's obsessed. It's wanting to kill him.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and lodge an arrow in it.
Do you have magic arrows?
In Judge D? It might be a good idea.
The bow is magic, which infers it's magic on the arrows.
All right, you're good. Shoot away.
Though these will only hit for half if it is incorporeal.
It is indeed.
Give me a B.
Give me an O, give me a D,
Yeah.
give me an A, give me a K.
Mmm.
What's that spell? That thing is a fucking Bodak image.
What's a hit?
More terrifying.
It's a hit. Yeah. You go.
Yeah, the arrow kind of hits it, but then like falls through it. But it does seem to like it takes like some damage. But it does not seem to sway from its target, Ronald.
It takes functionally no damage. Ronald is going to move to here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll get the combat. I need to move the combat carousel because it is right on top of. No, I can't grab the combat carousel either. It's in a place that I can't get the thing. Can I move with I can move with arrow keys. Okay, good. So I'm gonna start moving this way to try to get to D.
Mm-hmm.
But I will not be able to make it in range. And I want to prioritize movement right now anyway. So yeah, that's it for me. I'm moving, I'm carrying this big thing. I'm a dwarf, but still got some trouble being stuck slow.
All right.
Wait,
Come back outside and I can heal you.
What's that?
Did I not get to go?
You're at the end of the round, it looks like.
Oh, I thought you said Judge D. Oh, no, it just acted on Judge D. Okay, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not doing 30 points of damage to myself. I try not to do that. It's crazy.
Come back out here and I can give you a heal.
I'm going to try to disengage without provoking, so retreating.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you're not going to make an attack or cast a spell or do anything else, you can just withdraw.
Mm-hmm.
I am totally withdrawing. With my proverbial tail tucked between my legs.
I'm gonna keep saying like, I'm right here, I'm right here, I'm right here.
I'm gonna follow the sound of that voice because I'm not doing well. I blame undead.
You can walk right out and get beside Ronald. Anything else?
Yeah, if you didn't see, there's some kind of weird thing coming out of walls.
I can't see anything right now. It's on the other side of a wall.
It's
Let's deal with you first.
Okay.
Anything else, Judge D?
I think we should run away from this.
I think we got this.
Big.
Big is going to come running up to beside me.
Anything else?
Thing for this.
Big's fangs don't count as magic, right?
I think if you cast Magic Fang on him, it does. Could be wrong about that, but...
Well, I don't have that to cast it, so... Right now he's not magical, so we wouldn't do anything.
Alright, he's chilling.
Yeah.
Cold chillin'.
Osrin.
Why can't I move? No, that's not what I want to do. What am I doing? Why is the thing on top of me now?
Nice
Oh.
AoE attack.
You inadvertently opened up or clicked on one of the other controls. Click on the person and then the box. And John will have to clear out that circle. Okay, good job. Thank you, John.
I'm getting the fuck out of there.
Good call. Getting the fuck out.
And saying we should leave and report this to the guards.
This creature with a fly speed will chase its target.
All right, hooray!
It will care not for the mortals in front of it. Osrin, Big, Zoo, or not Zoo, I guess, unless you have the feet that you threaten, but Big and Osrin, as it phases through the walls and goes through people.
Big can't damage it yet.
Yeah, well, you can if you try. You can attack of opportunity.
Well, no, Big doesn't have +1 weapon, so Big can't damage it.
Yeah, but it can still try to bite it if it wants. That is a magical weapon, correct?
It is. Everybody else's is magical now.
Excellent. That is a hit. You slice into it. Not as ferocious blows you thought it should be, but it does strike it.
Although I forgot to add one more. There should be one more damage on that, just FYI. Not that it matters too much.
Okay.
But I forgot to do the thing in the weapon to give it +1 to attack and damage.
I would definitely try and like bite at it, even
Sure.
though it won't work.
Oh no,
Yeah.
it has an enhancement bonus on it. Why is that not factoring in?
Is it not?
No, it's 4 and then just the D6, or then just the Dex bonus.
Let's just quickly look at that real quickly.
Yeah.
Combat.
Is it because I updated the weapon? Does the other thing need to be...
Yeah, the inventory one is different than the combat one, so I fixed it in
okay,
the...
I thought it just factored the weapon in when it made the roll.
No, once it's been made an attack, you have to update the combat one as well.
Okay.
Which I've done now, so this should work.
Thank you.
Yeah, Big can make a bite attack. Instinctively. Try to bite through the ghosts, but roll it and see what happens. Yeah, Big does like bite right through it, but he kind of his mouth just kind of gets nothing hold of it. And this thing will reach out and speak again to you, and you alone, Judge D. It looks you in the eyes, it reaches out and says, I will soak your blood into my claws and not be satisfied until you hit the floor.
Oh, my.
And you will drop unconscious.
Okay. I drop
Shit.
it unconscious.
Zoo, your friend, your rat friend, drops to the floor as this thing sticks its incorporeal claw into him, squeezes his heart inside his chest, and
Fuck.
Judge D collapses to the floor through it. It seems to relish in the blood on its claws, giving you all no mind. I don't know if anyone has a knowledge religion at this point as well.
Oh yeah, I do have knowledge religion. Now that I can see it, but no, I'm not going to go to the 9.
You actually, yeah, you don't know what it is, but it's some sort of incorporeal spirit.
I'm going to take a 5-foot step back and shoot at it. Again.
All right, fire away.
How many arrows do I get if I take a 5-foot step?
You get
Full.
your full. Yeah, so all 3 shots. Your 2,
Okay.
so you can full attack. And then you'll have to do 1 more single attack, I think, because we don't have the rapid shot set to auto. Oh, never mind.
Oh,
It is there.
all arrows will connect.
Yeah.
Really kind of puncture it. Doosh, doosh. Very nice. Ronald.
Yep. I am worried because this thing is laughing because it's down, but I'm going to cast out a Cure Serious on Judge D.
Yay!
I hate when you have to do it differently when it's a player character. Getting back 18. I'll hit the heal
Holy
button.
cow.
Did it apply?
What was it?
No, I think he has to do it, but I'll just do it.
Okay.
Boom!
18.
Judge D, your eyes
Yes.
open up.
Oh, I had this horrible dream.
It's real.
Oh shit!
There's no more cheese plates?
Oh, I don't even want to get into that.
Judge D, is your turn. Or unless, Ronald, you want to move? Or
Yeah, I think Ronald... No, Ronald is, I think, good where he is.
Judge D, you're prone on the ground, looking up at this creature. It's your blood and soaking in its claws. It looks at no one else but you.
So it's really focused on me, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, John, just in case... Oh, no, it's not. Just on Knowledge of the Flames. Never mind. You're doing Knowledge Religion.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do Studied Strike on the undead?
What does Studied Strike do?
With a keen eye and a calculating mind, an investigator can assess the mettle of his opponent to take advantage of the gaps in talent and training. Use a move action to study a single enemy that he can see. Upon doing so, he adds 1/2 his investigator level as an insight bonus on melee attack rolls. And then I do bonus damage of, I think it is 2d6 at this point.
An investigator cannot use Studied Strike against a target creature with concealment. So if it counts as having concealment, then no. But I don't think it
Okay.
does, right? Because it's incorporeal, not...
But does it,
material.
is that precision damage? What type of damage is that?
The damage itself is precision damage, yeah.
Let me just double check.
I believe you're right. I don't think this is going to affect, because creatures that are immune to sneak attacks are also immune to Studied Strike. And I believe incorporeal creatures are immune to criticals. Be right back.
Actually, it doesn't look like they are. Let me just double check undead traits. I had the sense that they were, but maybe I'm just wrong.
It depends on the edition and the game.
Mm-hmm.
So
They're immune to stunning. Yeah, I don't think they're immune to precision damage, so I think this works, yeah.
all right, let's not fuck this up then. All right. So I'm gonna take the move action to study him, and then I'm gonna make my strike with my rapier. Okay. Is he in the? Do I need to click on him to attack him? I can.
If you want to, yeah. You don't have to. if
Okay,
you
there
can.
it is, right?
Mm-hmm. I think you got him.
All right, and
Or,
then
I don't think you do, but it's just a double right click, I think, will select him, but It's not a big deal if you can't do it.
Ah. Okay. Yeah, I should be getting the... Alright, I'm not going to hold up the game forever.
Well, the studied combatant would still give you the bonus on attack rolls, so it's still worth doing studied combatant because that is an insight bonus.
It's not. No, that's fine. It's I'm trying to click on it and it's just not rolling.
That'll hit. You have a magical rapier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think.
Although that might not be displayed again because I did the same thing on his.
Yeah,
but
so
everybody
good.
got moved to magic weapons as a
+1, right?
Yeah.
All right, fixed for the next one. I'll add 1 damage on that. Nice damage. This thing's actually taking some heat.
Go back to whatever nether hell spawned you, you foul beastie. You're getting
I
blood
will
off my
not
clothes.
leave here until you are dead.
I just need this damn
Big.
thing to miss once. That's all I need is for it to miss once.
You know, I'm taking this personal.
Not really much Big can do right now.
Yeah,
Private-
Big's just still gonna try and go at it, even though he knows he can't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for being a team player, babe.
Yeah, very nice.
Trying his best.
It connects solidly, but again, just phases through it.
If it had feet, you'd have tripped it.
Mm-hmm. Osrin.
I'm gonna turn on my rage.
Mmm.
Oh, I gotta actually
Rage.
Yeah.
put it
Just
on
hit the
under
buff.
my buff.
Mm-hmm.
There's my buff. I'm gonna fight defensively. And why can't I always? Is it which of my animal focuses?
So-
In this particular case, it does neither. None of them are going to matter here.
Okay.
Yeah, and you,
So-
unless you have any other reason for fighting defensively, this thing clearly has been ignoring people, provoking
I know,
AOs. Yeah,
but
sure. I'm just saying.
I have enough bonuses that fighting defensively, like, there isn't really a reason I shouldn't.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
So now I will attack. Do I get a full attack or just a single? Because I have
Rage
to
is a
put
free
on my
action,
rage.
so rage is free, so you get a full round. So you get your yep.
Do you have any other bonuses, or that's totals correctly?
I think
As far
so.
as I know.
Yeah,
Well,
that's correct.
Just for your knowledge to make you
Yeah,
annoyed.
fighting defensively is the
Made you
difference,
miss
isn't it?
from your second
Oh!
attack. But first one does connect. Oops. This thing again will reach out against you. You never stood up, did you, Judge D? What did you do on your turn?
Nope, I'm still on the ground, so I can do my studied strike.
Oh, you did your studied strike. Oh, so you attacked from the ground. Oh, I forgot
Yeah.
about that. That was a -4 to hit, I think.
That still would have hit, right?
No.
I thought 15 was the to hit. Oh, okay.
It's
Then I guess
okay.
you get to
Whatever.
add some hit points.
No, it's fine. No, I forgot. I'll remember next time. So you're still prone?
Mm-hmm.
So it has a plus to hit you? Okay.
This is going good. It's going good.
Oh.
Just the
You
round that finally
again.
misses.
No. Drop
Damn
to the
it.
ground.
Stop it, Sean! He doesn't drop to the ground. He's already on the ground.
I'm already.
Right, sorry. You close your eyes. You go back to sleep.
Drop out of consciousness.
As it reaches in again, squeezes your heart once more. You have a
It's like,
palpitation.
I'm like, my heart is not an orange. Stop. And then I fall unconscious.
Zoo.
Alright, time to try and fill this thing with arrows again.
Mmm. Very nice. Oh, it does crit.
Nice.
Good.
Can they
Go.
not? They can't be crit though, right? I hate to be that guy, but
I don't see anything saying they're immune to precision or crit damage.
I thought incorporeal creatures were,
I wasn't seeing that.
because that's why he can't do.
No, I gave it to him.
Oh, okay.
I don't see anything about crits or...
Oh, I thought incorporeal... I mean, that would be good news for me, so I'll take it. Or good news for the party, so I'll take it.
Unless I'm blind and missing it, I don't see it. But if you want me to get this monster to be stronger, then fair with that. Undead is immunity to stunning. Yeah, nothing about crits that I'm seeing. Immune to fort save. Provision with natural weapons. Yeah. Crit
Yeah, I don't
is
see
fair game.
crits either. Okay. Cool.
Solid hit. And then the other two are hits. So I will do that. This thing is... It droops slightly in its stature. It's like... it seems to take into some serious damage now. Unexpected damage. Ronald.
Alright. Yet another cure. We gotta keep D alive.
Mm-hmm.
Ha!
Oh.
The biggin!
Nice.
A noble spell in biggins the smallest of vermin.
And that's right. I'm up again. Shit, I'll be down.
Any movement?
No, I keep thinking I'm gonna hate it if I secretly have a move ability I keep forgetting.
Okay. Yeah.
But no.
There's D, your eyes open again on the floor. This is a traumatic experience. Open, close, open, close.
Okay, shit, I gotta get out of this cycle, but I'm in the ground. That's you know what? I'm gonna do a studied strike again because I'm not learning my lesson. I'm at a -4, is that correct?
If you stay prone, correct, yeah.
If you actually click the buff for prone, it'll automatically add it.
Hmm.
I'm not sure what to do.
I would just attack from. There's no problem with attacking from the ground right now. As long as I can keep you alive, and if I can get even one round where it misses, I think I can really push us through this combat. But if I run out of a spell, we're gonna have to figure out how the fuck to get out of here.
Okay, so I've got him targeted.
Yeah,
and,
you got him targeted.
Okay, then what do I do? I'm the dice, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. If you right-click your token, you should have your rapier option. You can just click from there. You can use it from your character sheet, whatever you prefer. I believe the prone is in there. Yep.
Yeah, -4 penalty.
Very nice.
Do I get the studied strike? Is that
Yeah,
added?
how much damage is that?
That is 2d6.
Alright, roll me that 2d6.
All right, that's an additional 8.
Very nice. Big. Can't do much. I'll just skip Big's turn unless you tell me otherwise, or is there anything Big's
Okay.
doing?
No, Big's just gonna keep going.
Ozrin.
I'm gonna attack again.
Get it.
Get it.
Very
Get it.
nice.
Very nice.
But it still looks mostly fine.
Not mostly fine. Now it looks like the image is like flickering and fading a bit. It looks like it is almost dispatched.
Ugh.
But it gets another turn. Hopefully it doesn't crit. Or I think you are dead
miss,
dead.
Come on.
Miss.
Oh my god, it actually does miss. Wait, no, it's against your touch. Never mind, sorry. It's against your
What?
touch.
No, his touch AC is high.
It says it's 17 right now. Is that right?
Oh, because he's prone. No.
All right.
Oh, proneness. I hate you.
I don't think you're unconscious technically, but you're at 0.
Okay.
All right.
So
Hey.
you're awake, but if you do anything crazy, I think you fall unconscious.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Zoo.
Alright, you know what time it is.
It's arrow
Ember
time.
Yeah.
Everywhere she goes, the arrows are so high.
Ooh, is that a natural one in the first one? No, it's a 4. I don't know why it turned red.
Yeah, that's weird.
I guess just because it's low.
It's mocking. The computer is mocking. Enjoy your 4.
Oh yeah, that does seem to be the case because the middling rolls are yellow and the higher rolls are green.
The arrows ping into him, but still up. Ronald.
All right, so I definitely watched this thing touch D, right?
Mm-hmm.
Keeps touching me. No means no.
God damn it. I didn't
And
want
that
to use
thing-
all of my fucking 3rd level spells on healing your goddamn ass, okay?
Hey, I wanted to give the guy the contents of the chest, but somebody explained to me that was my moral imperative to not give him the contents of the chest.
Ooh,
It
that-
was your moral imperative.
I think that
Heal
recovered.
23.
That was the exact amount he took damage for. So he's back to what he was before.
Hey, I'm back. What's going on, people?
Judge D on the floor.
Hey, feels like I'm attacking again. All right.
As you prepare your rapier once more, he says, "Even if you strike me down, I will return."
Fuck you, John.
fools.
Fuck this Revenant shit.
You
I don't think
Oh.
that's gonna.
No.
no. You swipe. You're shaken. You're intimidated by this thing. Big whimpers.
You know, I only lived like 50 years. You can just wait for me to die of natural causes.
No, you need to die by my blade.
Oh,
Osrin, or my claw.
He's emo
Ooh.
undead.
Those
He's
are
dead
solid
now, right?
blows.
Well, technically,
Really
I
solid
know.
blows.
Oh! It has 11 HP left.
Fuck this thing, John.
It reaches out to you one last time, looking for the
Yes!
crit.
No, it doesn't, John. It misses, John. It misses.
Give me
We're
your
taking it.
soul.
Ooh, missy,
Ooh.
missy. No.
Very limited damage. I think you're still up from that.
Oh.
Yeah, you live from that attack. That was a poor damage.
Ah!
Zoo.
All right.
Will you get the
Come on,
kill?
Stu. You
This
can
is
bring
the
it
only
down.
positive about a lot of incorporeal monsters is they usually don't get a ton of attacks.
Mm.
Because incorporeal, when you break it down by points, is very expensive.
Well, it also negates most of your AC bonuses.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That I don't think adds up to 11, does it?
6 HP. Ronald. Does Ronald go for the kill?
Oh.
Ronald cannot go for the kill. Ronald doesn't even have that ability. And the
Cure,
ability I want to
inflict
use-
wounds. Or no. Okay.
Right now, it acts after D or after Osrin.
It acts after Osrin.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I have this order right. So I think I'm going to use this. Oh, fuck, I can't actually even do it, can I? Because it's not going to give me what I need. It's not. Damn it. And I didn't ready magical weapon today because I planned for a different combat. All right, I think instead I am going to cast Shield Other on Judge D.
Hey!
Shield other. Ooh.
This is what I needed the miss for. It's an additional deflection bonus too.
That will apply to his AC against touch attacks, yes, indeed.
Yep.
Judge D, will you slay the creature that...
I hope so, because this thing is really aggravating.
As you, from the floor, raise your rapier once more, it says, "Your attacks are futile. Your soul
Boy, you're like a downer.
will
Gee
be
whiz.
mine.
Ah, not again.
You're pathetic.
Ugh.
Osrin, submit to me.
No.
Let me
Creepo.
collect your soul."
No, you're gone now.
Ugh. Osrin slices through it, and the combat ends.
Well, that was fun.
Told you we should have kept going.
No, because it would have been disrespectful to John to not go.
Where
with the
Are
thing.
the fucking guards?
I didn't care about this, apparently.
Well, we need to get this guy to the. We need to get this guy to Gabby, right?
Yep.
So let's get this guy to Gabby before we get attacked again.
Nay. I'm gonna go inside.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look at the woman that's laying on the floor, and perhaps pointlessly, I'll cast stabilize. I know it's not likely to do anything. She's probably dead, but
Yeah. Her wounds do not close. She seems to be far gone from this world.
Is there a desk or something here that would give me an indication as to whom she is?
Yes.
I don't want to search her. I want to search the room. I want to look around the room for something obvious.
Yep. Yeah, you will quickly find a name on some paperwork. You find her name is Bess. If you're looking for a last name, you'll see her last name is Cartwright.
Really? Did you do that on purpose?
What? What's the joke?
Bess Cartwright, I believe, is one of the characters on the on that show, The Big Valley.
I have no idea. I don't watch.
All right, let's.
Yeah, I kind of thought so. I was like, oh wait, how would he possibly know that?
Let's get this person there.
All right, let's get.
We can come back here afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah, what are you guys doing? You're collecting her and bringing her somewhere?
No, for right now, just leaving her here. Leave her here, close the door. Ask Judge G to relock it.
Okay. We'll relock it. We will close all the windows.
All right.
And then we'll get this guy to Gabby.
Yeah, you can do that. You can lock the place up and head to the Bispot unencumbered. As you get to the southern part of the city, you will notice a pack of guards rushing over here.
Rushing to the Bispot or
rushing over
the
to
building?
toward that building.
Sure. I want to try to stop one of them.
Yeah, they stop noticing a cleric.
I'll say, is this about the woman in the house?
We don't know. We heard reports of screaming. We're heading over there now. Do you know something?
There is a ghost within the house.
A ghost?
We managed to put it down, but it says it'll come back. The front door has been locked again. We didn't want anyone disturbing her corpse.
Yeah, he stays behind, but the rest of them scurry on past you towards the house. He decides what to do, and he looks you over. You're a cleric. You'll do the right thing.
I just realized I'm still invisible.
No, you would have broken it by during that combat at some point.
But I would have had to have turned it back on for us to travel because I'm carrying the body on me.
Okay.
So I realized I would have shouted that, but I would have been saying it in a way just to let them know, but not making it clear where it was coming from.
Yeah, you say that, they hear it. One of them stops and looks at your group and says, "Who said that?"
I'm Judge G. Perks up. Sorry, I was practicing my ventriloquism. That place is haunted. There's a ghost there, and it's probably going to be back. There's an unfortunate victim in there.
What's your name?
Bess Cartwright.
No, your name.
Oh, Judge D.
All right. Well, we need to deal with this right now. You come report that in the morning or whenever you have a chance. If not, we'll come looking for you.
Yeah. Well, yep. Gotcha, officer.
Yeah, they will skip on past and immediately go to that building, and you guys can be on your way.
They will actually skip on by, which seems weirdly.
No, not. You guys bustle into the Bispot. It's very late. There's the people here for last call, but Gabby will see you as you guys make your way in. He'll bring you to your secret area, scry-proof, magic-proof room, and you guys can talk as you uninvis and throw this man to him, I assume?
Yeah. All right, so I'm not looking for you to dig us out any holes. But this is a bit of one that I think we've inadvertently dug ourselves into. This man is, I believe, Moroccan or linked to Moroccans. They are seeking to get revenge on Judge D for the item we gave to Bissy. The man who had it apparently was working with them. We promised this man that we wouldn't kill him. We'd give him a ticket out of town. I figure you can give him an interesting ticket out of town, and what happens to him afterwards, I'm not concerned with. I just said we wouldn't.
If he is indeed dealing with the Moroccans, I think it's best we send him to Bissy. Let the... He was about to say big man deal with it, but then he... let the man on top deal with it. This is above my pay grade.
On the way here, we also ran into another issue. A house, a woman was killed. There was a specter or some kind of ghost or something. I couldn't quite identify it. My knowledge of those things is not great. But as we were killing it, it said it would be back for Judge D. Like everything in the world has a vendetta for Judge D all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It's weird.
With your description and his natural 20 on knowledge religion check, he muses and says, I remember Bissy telling me about a interesting encounter. I think he's dealt with those things before. I think they're called polongs. Assassins use them. They can be sent after an individual. Very dangerous. Undead specters.
What is their driving purpose?
To kill.
Just, like, for the sake of killing?
Honestly, yes. Polongs are the spirits of murderers. Magically bound to some bottle. It must be within a mile radius of this house. It comes back to life unless you kill the bottle. And it can be controlled by its master. It has a chance to disobey them and try to kill its owner, but whoever you're messing with, I'm assuming it's a rare chance, or they're willing to take that chance.
This first killed the girl, and then went for the rat. Is it able to make its own choices after it succeeds at its target?
Or maybe that wasn't the target, but it was just trying to get our attention.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So perhaps there was somebody in the area at the same time.
They are sentient, so maybe it just murdered someone while waiting for you. Maybe it was a trap, trying to lure you in. Either is a thing. These things are the spirits of murderers bound to a bottle. They probably had a chance to kill someone for the fun of it. They probably did it. Who knows?
As a side effect, though, the guards are aware we were involved. I wanted to bring something up to you, though, because I think we're starting to do pretty poorly at this whole staying under the radar. What if we became a shining beacon so everybody else could operate under the radar better? What if we took our opposition more directly towards the Queen? Then we went public about our specific intentions of what to do and what we want done.
It's possible, but you'll have to talk to Bissy about that one. This was his grand design. I don't want to override it. But perhaps his selection was limited. You all aren't very, no offense, stealthy. Besides some of you, a few of you are very stealthy, but
I feel like the rest of them do a good job staying hidden, but unfortunately, clanking around in this is not so great. I worry that perhaps I probably should have been a little bit more, how do you say, forthcoming on my resume. I led a lot with that Cleric of Arfin thing, and I worry that it might have imbalanced the scale.
well, I don't know about that. I think that much isn't an issue. I think perhaps I didn't send you on this task to deal with this. How did this all come about? Maybe you guys are picking your tasks a little too frivolously.
Well, with the Marakian, we had an issue. This stems again from doing a mission separate from what we were supposed to do. We went out to Judge D, got a specific contract to go recover a chest from the Thieves Guild. Went and did that. We got the chest. So when we found the ring inside, there was another plan another arrangement he agreed to help redirect one of the city officials to a different place to lie about a company. That turned out to be an ambush. That's where we ended up with this man. On the way back, hearing somebody screaming for help, we decided to try to give them a hand, and that's when we were assaulted by the ghost.
The ghost.
Judge G was assaulted. We were not.
Aye, fair.
Oh, yes, that confirms that it definitely was a pull-on then if it ignored you and went for him only.
Well, that would add a credence to the idea that the creature was controlled then. So one of them must have followed us. Which now has me very nervous.
Yes. Perhaps Bissy's well connected. Maybe he can get this contract off your head, Judge D.
Okay. Let's talk to Bissy.
We'll have to arrange a meeting. He's not very available just for everyone. But until then, I suggest you lay low and figure out what you all really want to do. If you want to be a boisterous beacon now, or do you want to continue your trek in the underground? Maybe come up with what you really want to do and focus on, so when you talk to Bissy, you have all your cards in a row.
Aye.
Until then, like I said, lay low. If you said the guards are aware of you were involved, you'll probably have to make some reports or whatever. Just keep it to the basics. Don't divulge more than you have to.
Yep, just wandered in the streets. Felt like we had to check in on somebody screaming for help.
Yes, if you were there, Ronald, you're a cleric, and you've been building reputation for the city for helping people.
Unfortunately, they didn't see me.
Oh.
I was invisible, carrying the body.
Well, regardless, the group of you are associated with Ronald. Ronald's gotten the most name recognition, but all of you are known, and the city is helping people. I'm sure it'll be an easy sell. It is the truth. You heard a woman crying for help, and you helped. So, I think you'll be all right. You may want to come up with a story while you were in the streets so late.
Aye.
Just something.
I think that's doable.
Also, if you have any magic items with more than 15,000 gold, I would conceal them in bags of holding or anything to not make them detectable. Seems the crown is tightening up on available magic items for the war effort. Seems the gears of war are turning faster than anticipated.
Well, we don't have anything of that high a value at the moment. The closest thing I have is this ring I've been trying to find the owner for, but maybe it's a lost cause.
Been a while now.
Yeah.
How expensive is this thing? I'll haul up the like chameleon ring.
I don't know. Let's check. You have a chameleon ring.
I think I actually put the dollar amount on it. If you look at it on your inventory.
I mean, I don't know that Zoo would know it, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can look at it.
I'm just saying that. I'm just saying
Ooh.
that to help John.
Yeah. He looks at it. Oh, close, but it is close to the value. They might yoink it off you. No offense, just because you're a goblin too. I wouldn't show it proudly. I would hide it, but it's up to you. It's lower than the amounts my contacts tell me that they're confiscating, but you never know these days. It's close. That's a nice ring. Anyways, I'll get this guy, get him talking. When I find out anything, I'll let you know, and when a conversation with Bissy's set up, I'll also let you know.
All right. Thank you.
On a few other matters, though, while I have you here. You remember that giant you turned in a while ago?
Indeed.
Apparently, they finally got some information out of him, if you're interested.
Of course.
Apparently, a lot of the higher giants are mobilizing the lower ones to do their bidding. Like you saw, the goblins and orcs under their command, getting supplies. It looks like it's been a long time since a lot of the giants worked together like this. Seems like they're gearing up for something. Not sure what.
Could this have something to do with they're also organizing a lot of goblins beneath their ranks?
Yeah, he looks at Osrin and Zoo. He says, yeah, maybe you two would have better luck asking around, but I've heard, yes, that it's flowing down the chain. A lot of orcs and goblin clans are organizing, getting told what to do by the higher creatures, giants in this case. To what end, not sure, but I am told, via my contacts from Bissy, the lack of dragons seems to cause some of the giants, perhaps they're taking it as a moment of opportunity. Not sure, but...
Good question.
This is sort of not really super related to what we're doing, but maybe it is, maybe it's not. Maybe it's helpful in some way. Maybe you can use it to your advantage. I'm not sure. Also, figured out what to do with those mushrooms you collected. If you ever want to use them.
What's that?
Yes, what use?
As I scan through my notes. For that giant let out his recipe. Apparently you can eat them, and you can get some temporary boost to your durability. Quite good, if you learn how to make them. If you eat them, you can get... It'll close up your minor wounds every 6 seconds. It'll make you more resilient to blows as well. Make your skin thicker. It's very powerful.
That sounds great.
The problem is learning how to make it. I'm not a herbalist or anything, so you might need to find a apothecary in town or get their help to synthesize the formula properly. I have the
Would
recipe.
someone with skills with alchemical concoctions have a higher probability of doing it?
Probably, yes. You know someone like that?
I'll look over at D. I've seen him at least drink a potion before.
Yeah, I have some alchemical skills.
Oh. Well, maybe you can figure it out then. He'll hand you a scroll with the recipe. You'll need to give me a certain DC check that you can try. I'll just do it the same way like learning a spell. So you'll have, if you fail, you'll have 1 week till you can retry again. So you can give me a knowledge, or what is it, craft alchemy?
Craft alchemy.
Craft alchemy, and I will spend one of my points for the bonus.
You'll have to try again
Hold
next.
on, that one doesn't auto roll, so he adds a d6 to that.
Yeah, not close enough.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Nothing. That 17 ain't gonna do shit. That's the best possible.
Yeah, you'll have to try again next week. But you have this recipe you can try to figure out eventually.
Okay.
Well, you have anything else for me? If not, you guys should take some downtime, recollect yourselves, and figure out what your goals and what you want to do.
We'll discuss that this eve. I guess in the morning.
He nods. He takes this guy unconscious, and you guys can rest for the night. Of course, it was a rough
I'll use the
combat.
rest of my spells to try to heal up Judge D. So let me set my spells here to this so I can cast
Feels
a-
weird having combat where I don't get hurt.
All right, so D heal 14, then
I can apply the healing for
15. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
you. That pretty much maxes him out.
Yay!
The game is so different with all this music going on.
Hey, more people can hear it. It's a miracle. But yeah, you guys, I don't know if you wanted to go drinking or talking in the night, or you guys want to just rest and you can wake in the morning and talk then.
I would like
want
to
rest.
Yeah, I want to talk in the morning, and I would prefer we don't talk downstairs. I would let everybody know I'd like to speak in our room, in one of our rooms.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys can rest unless anyone else wanted to do anything in the evening. Yeah, you guys sleep well, unassassinated, and awaken.
No prolongs appearing.
No, none at all.
Not tonight.
Needs a little bit of time.
Yeah.
There could have been more than one.
It's true.
Yeah, there could be. But you guys wake up with these thoughts on your mind and your worries, and you meet up in one of your rooms to talk about your plans for the future, plans for the day, plans for the week.
All right, so
Do you want to start the day off well with a riddle? Was that it?
no. Look, I didn't get into this to run around and do a bunch of jokes. I got into this because a lot of lives are going to be lost if we don't do something about this war. You all
You know
think
what
that I'm
helps
just...
prevent burnout? Good morale.
You're not preventing burnouts if every day you're spending most of your time solving a riddle.
Oh my gosh, that is hyperbole.
It's what it seems like. Every time I come down, you're just looking for another cheese plate and a riddle.
I will not have you talk badly about the cheese plate. You can say all you want about the riddles. And also, I need to eat. So you can get off your high horse and getting on what I choose to eat. Now, if you want to talk about
If we're
some
going to
other
point at
issue-
you, perhaps we should point out the fact that you're the person that we had to walk into an ambush with.
Hey, if we'd have just given him the chest, like I said, we wouldn't have begotten the ambush. But you
If
told
we
me it
weren't
was a
having to
moral
figure out that you have
imperative.
secret, separate objectives that go against the idea of what we're trying to do, we wouldn't be here as well.
Hey, I
Man,
told you what
you
I was
slept on
doing.
the wrong
Nothing
side of the
was
bed, huh?
secret. You know.
I feel
and
like we're...
it's-
Go ahead.
No, continue with your moralizing.
Yeah, you're very grouchy. Are you hungry?
We're far
No,
away
it's-
from where we're supposed to be.
Oh, there's a predestined where we're supposed to be? That's
I
confusing.
wanted us to be making a difference. I feel like we're not making a difference.
Hard to know sometimes.
It is. I just keep waking up, and nothing seems to be getting better. The Queen's been trying to squeeze every last drop out of everyone's hope. We got nothing.
I thought there would be more of us by now, you know? Like, you know, we have the people working for the mine and all, but feels like we haven't done a ton to sort of grow the Sea's following.
feel like we haven't done a lot in general. But I don't know if that's on us or what.
Well, we do have that last thing wrapped up, so we can go back to the previous item and get that done.
I think right now what we need to figure out is what we actually want to do. Like I said last night, I'm not particularly good at sneaking around with all of you. I don't make a good liar.
Well, I'm not planning on taking any more missions because I have an issue with assassins right now.
I don't mean that. If we're supposed to be undermining the Queen, I'm not going to do a good job if I can't say something other than what I mean.
Well, what would you suggest how we go about it then?
My suggestion is perhaps we just blatantly do the things for people and we talk big about ourselves when we're doing it. We try to turn ourselves into the heroes of the city. We find problems that people have, real problems, and we bring about real solutions. Like with the ghost, or Holong rather. Right now, that doesn't look like a targeted attack. That looks like we tried to save an innocent woman.
Yeah, we feel she's dead.
Well,
but the fact is we tried. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm not against this plan. I think it'd be good. I'm not just saying that. I think it'd be good because this is just not getting us anywhere.
That's what I'm feeling as well. I think there's much more we can do. I think it was good that we managed to recapture the mine. We should check in and make sure that everything is doing well there. Perhaps that would be a good thing to do with our empty time. Just make sure there's no complications there.
All right, well, we're laying low, I think.
But otherwise, we can try to keep our eye on things that people need done. It's kind of what we got into this for. We just be louder about it when we solve the problems.
Yeah, if somebody else takes care of that part, that's fine, I guess. I'm not one for bragging.
You're not? You seem pretty proud of your use of the blade.
Yeah. I mean, I'm proud of myself. I don't really want to brag about the group's accomplishments.
You don't think we've been doing good enough?
You were just the one saying that we haven't been doing good enough.
So let's just go check on the mine. And then we can figure out some high-profile gigs that we can do that will give us good PR without us having to brag.
We keep an eye out. We were asked to lay low. So I figure going out to the mine is at least safe. We won't be in town. That should be about as low as it can get.
Yeah, I don't particularly want to be here, so I kind of feel like the mine is a safer place than being here.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Party wants to head out to the mine.
We're heading out to the mine to see how it's going.
I think that's secluded enough.
Yeah, it may slip your mind, but I mean, I don't think your character would forget. Do you want to make your report today to the guards about what happened, or is that something you're consciously skipping out on?
We're going to go with the story that we heard a scream. We went to investigate it, and the house was haunted. I don't know anything about the monster that he referenced, the puka or whatever it was. It is very dangerous and very bloodthirsty. The woman's name was Bess Cartwright.
That's the story you're relaying to the guards?
Yeah. Well, I'll check it with my friends, but this is the story I'm supposed to be telling the guards.
Yeah,
right?
that's the story we all agreed to.
Yeah.
And who's going? Are you going alone, Judge D, or all of you going with him to make this report?
I think we'd all go.
Yeah, I think it's useful for me to be there.
So they will want to interview you one at a time to make sure the story lines up, but you guys already got your story straight, so that's fine. But when they have... so they'll bring you all back in the room once they've interviewed you individually, and they've gotten the story from all of you, then they'll kind of look at all of you and say...
Actually, can I have one quick interaction with the guard when I'm being interviewed specifically?
Sure. Yeah.
How have you been doing in all this? Things have been pretty stressful, it seems. I noticed you guys seem to be on extra duty.
Yes. It's been a rough time. We've been pulling double shifts.
You being adequately compensated? I'm gonna tap on my symbol of Arfin.
Yeah, I mean, it's, can't complain.
I mean, I could always pray for a better deal for you, you know?
I wouldn't complain on a raise.
Do you feel like it's fair?
I mean, yeah, I've been doing a lot of extra work and only gotten a marginal.
No, I mean, do you feel like it's fair what you're being paid right now? Or maybe it's a little off?
I wouldn't say it's not adequate, it's just more would be better.
Oh, I mean, adequate makes it sound like you're just barely able to eat a sandwich every day.
No.
I'm keeping myself from starving, if that's what you mean.
We're adequately paid. I'm just saying I think the work we're doing should receive more compensation, but I'm not saying it's not fine. He kind of nervously looks around. It's fine.
I'm gonna try to suss out how well he means fine. Can I get a sense motive here?
Yeah, you get a sense that it's pretty obvious. He's clearly trying to say he wants more money, but he doesn't want to say it's unfair because that would probably get him in trouble if word gets out that he's complaining about not getting paid fairly. But you get a sense that he's getting paid enough to live, but the amount of work he's doing is probably not equivalent to what he's getting paid.
It's one of those things where, like, sure, they're paying you maybe like even if they're paying the time and a half, the work level still doesn't match up with the time and a half because it's like during the time that you're working, it's not like you're doing the normal guard thing, just walking around the street and doing things. You're like constantly having to keep your eyes open for literally everything. And if you're not like bringing in enough work, then you're being questioned as to why you're not bringing in more. I think is what Ronald put together from it. I'll say a little prayer to goddamn Tarpon for you. See if we can get things worked out in everyone's best interests.
Thank you, I'd appreciate that.
Aye.
Yeah, so you are brought back into one room with all of you put together, and the guard you were talking to says, the investigator on this case is going to want to have a word with you guys, but then you can probably leave.
Aye. All right.
And you're here sitting for a few minutes. Is there anything you guys want to talk about? There's just a guard posted at the door. You're in a small room with a table with a bunch of chairs. You guys are sitting on the other side of it, and there's kind of like two chairs on the other side. Two guards
you're waiting.
at the door. Yeah.
While you're waiting, it came up earlier. What's y'all's favorite sandwich?
I like meatballs. Meatball sandwich.
Sorry, I meant my friends here, but I'll hear yours. What about yours?
Sorry.
What about yours? Sorry. Go ahead.
There's two guards here. So one of the guards says that. The other guard says, I like a good pastrami sandwich. You got any?
Pastrami's a good choice.
Sorry, this is awkward. I thought you were talking to us.
It's fine. You're here. You might as well partake.
So you guys got sandwiches?
I wish I had a sandwich right now.
What kind of cruel joke is that?
What, you guys?
He squints at your emblem. What are you, a Dalek worshiper, offering us sandwiches and you don't have any?
I didn't offer you a sandwich. If you're hungry, though.
I am hungry. What do you got?
I was moving around my inventory, but I lost track of my orc ration. I can break that out and I'll share it with them.
Yeah, they'll eat it. Thanks.
Oh, you know what? I'm actually carrying around 5 pounds of mushrooms. They're uncooked, but I can also offer them some uncooked mushrooms.
Wait, those are the special mushrooms,
I think those are the special mushrooms, yeah.
You offer it to them?
No, I'll pull them out and say, like, I don't think these are properly edible.
Oh, yeah, we don't know what those are. We're not going to eat those.
Yeah.
crazy
But
mushrooms.
this will at least give you a little something.
Thank you. Sorry,
So,
go about your business.
Sorry, you're feeling hungry. You getting enough breaks?
We skipped lunch for this.
No.
Aye.
Sorry.
Condolences. Well, hope the deal is fair.
Sorry, yes,
what about
you
the
guys.
rest of you?
I tend to like a nice kind of roasted vegetable with a little bit of heat to it and some, something nice and creamy on the base.
Aye.
Roasted red peppers, mushrooms, all the good stuff.
Mushrooms are quite delicious. I'll have to make you one of my favorite mushroom sandwiches. I like to
See,
layer
this
it.
is-
2 kinds of mushroom on the top and bottom, 1 type of mushroom on the middle, and then like a little cheesy mushroom in the middle, with the meaty mushroom.
That sounds very thick.
It's very good. Very earthy.
This is how you know, even though I'm playing a vegetarian, I'm not playing myself because mushrooms are disgusting.
Mushrooms are delicious. Stop that. Aye, Zoo. You got something with a rabbit on it? Are you even familiar with what a sandwich is? Does your culture have sandwiches?
I prefer like using lettuce instead of bread. But
Lettuce?
yeah, I
Lettuce?
take
What
corned
kind of
meat
elven shit
and
is
I wrap
this?
lettuce in it.
Oh
I'm
my.
like some kind of elf now. I want it in lettuce.
It's better than bread.
Next thing you know, you'll say you've been putting oil on it. And what kind of cheese sandwiches you be eating, D?
Oh, I don't have a favorite sandwich. I feel like there's a lot to explore there out in the sandwich world. So, when I've had the full taste of the myriad of sandwiches, because it seems like everywhere you go, there's like different kinds of sandwiches. It
Aye.
represents an almost unlimited potential for sandwiches.
Aye, but still but you can't pick one as your favorite.
I need to do more sandwich research. Maybe start keeping a sandwich diary and rating various sandwiches.
That sounds a little excessive.
Is it?
Sounds very micro. Aye. What is this investigator guy?
I
Yeah.
think if I was just to go back on the ones I had, it would probably be the meatball with the red sauce on it and the white cheese. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah, in the middle of your interesting conversation about sandwiches, the door bursts open, and this one-armed, middle-aged lady comes in.
Oh no.
An middle-aged lady.
She has this almost metal-looking golden curled hair, her eyes a cyan blue, and she's got one arm, and she kind of slams this big stack of paper with her one arm on the table, kind of pulls out a chair and sits down and looks at all of you and says, "You've been quite the busy group here, haven't you?"
Aye, it's like trouble seems to find us wherever we go.
Or you're the one causing the trouble. And she looks at all of you. She says,
Here we go.
"How is it that you knew that lady's name if you just happened to randomly help her?"
It was on a sheet of paper in the room.
"So you searched her house?"
We looked to see if there was a name on something obvious. The piece of paper was on her desk. Did you say that's a lot of rooting around?
I don't prefer to address people even if they're dead as the corpse. So if I can find a name whenever possible. Maybe you do. That's fine.
She pulls out a... after she slammed the paper, she now pulls out a blue gemstone fastened to a silver chain. This is clearly the amulet around that lady's neck. She pulls it out tosses it on the table and says, "And it is just a coincidence that it's not it wasn't a robbery gone wrong. A very valuable amulet."
If it is a robbery gone wrong, why'd we leave the amulet? What kind of idiots do you think we were? Why do you think we'd tell the guards as we're walking away?
Plausible deniability. Maybe you came there to steal an item, thought you could get away with it in the night, but she awoke, found you, and you had to kill her. And then you're trying to get away with it.
We'd be the biggest fucking idiots
Why
in the
wouldn't we
entire
take the
city.
amulet then?
What was that?
Judge G is just
Go
like
ahead.
wincing at these like bad leaps of logic.
Go ahead, Osrin. Sorry.
And says, so your investigating skill is quite impressive here. Since we've done nothing but cooperate, if we're running like some subterfuge or whatever you think we're running, it's bad and very obvious. If you have some kind of proof that we've done something other than like wild, incredibly inaccurate speculation, you're really wasting everybody's time. We heard somebody scream, went in there to check on it. There was thought we should get this person's name. It's important that you name people that get killed. Apparently not in your investigating theory. And then we were attacked by this ghostly spirit thing. I know that's tough to believe because it's the simplest, but Occam's razor, the simplest answer is usually the most correct.
And
Who's
sorry,
Occam?
yeah, Osrin, what were you saying? What did you say?
Oh, it just doesn't make sense. Like, why wouldn't we have taken the amulet?
I didn't even know
we
she
already
had an
killed
amulet.
her, so
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense. It would have been a robbery. And then also, why would we have come to report it?
Yeah, you get a sense that she was just trying to. You don't need a sense motive, but you kind of see, like, as she says these things, she was like looking at your reactions, see if anyone gave any tell of guilt or anything like that.
I'm giving the tell of annoyance of like, this is crappy. She's playing bad cop.
Yeah, maybe. She kind of sits back after you guys say this, and she looks back behind her to the two guards and says, "I need the room." And they kind of look at each other, nod, and then...
Hold on. Before you go doing something you regret, locking us in here and thinking you're just gonna beat us around to get your answers. I should let you know that I won't go down without defending myself. It's only fair.
No, none of that. You all have your weapons and armors. We aren't planning on attacking you.
I don't know what spells you prepared the room with.
There are no...
I think we should. I think we should let her talk to us without the guards there. I
right.
personally am worried.
She nods.
All right.
The guards leave.
This ought to be good. D says out loud.
She leaves the amulet and the papers on the desk, and she kind of stands up. She says, "I'm going to need a drink for how long this is going to be." And she goes to the door, closes it slowly behind her, and then you hear a lock on the door.
We're being sweated out.
So you're gonna keep us in here for hours? Will we talk to you about what? Your drinking habits? It's what, early in the morning?
30 seconds approximately later, a ominous figure materializes in the room. Hooded, shrouded in darkness that will fade shortly after. He lowers his hood. And you see another individual with similar metallic-y hair that seems to be almost made of metal. It's black, straight, and he has emerald green eyes. Middle-aged, looks kind of human, but has some sort of otherworldliness to him. And no check needed, clearly bears a religious symbol to Forno. And takes a seat in front of you all and says, "Hello.
Hello.
I am Gavin, cleric of Forno, recently employed by the crown and this noble lady's family."
Okay.
Yes, this...
So what, you played with her body and then the
Ooh, I
crown
hope
gave
not.
you some credit? I mean...
No, none of that. We are confident in your innocence in all this. However, after speaking with the deceased and doing some divinatory magic, it seems that her death was tangentially your fault. He looks at Judge D. And the family has paid me quite a sum to rectify this matter. She was called before her time. Forno doesn't like to be paid early. And I'm willing to work with you on this. And as part of that arrangement, this can be easy or difficult depending on your current faith. And he kind of sits back. Which gods do you follow? He's kind of looking at Judge D, but the question kind of seems to be to the room. But clearly he sees your symbol of Arfin on display. It's more to the others without symbols clearly showing their faith.
No thanks.
Yeah, I don't know.
And
I
you
don't really
are
have
presently, is he not like decked out in a number of symbols of Dalek?
True. I guess they're more like on his clothing, not really holy symbols. The question still remains in the air, waiting for you guys to answer, besides Ozrin, who immediately says no thanks, sussing out the implication.
Yeah, I'm just tapping the amulet with my finger, like, obviously.
He looks to Zoo and Judge D.
I don't really have any god I'm following right now. And I honestly don't understand where any of this is going, so...
How about you, little goblin?
Oh.
Your people are not unfamiliar with death. Unfortunately, your people have shorter lifespans than that of the humanoids.
And?
I'm just saying, it's... worshipping the god of death is not so unusual. It's... Perhaps Forno will give you some extra time to get your goals, call you in the most opportune moment, ensure you're not called early.
Oh my god, did we come here to a sermon?
Apparently.
Is this part of the interrogation? I'll look over at the woman. Is this some kind of
she's left. She's not here.
Oh. I'll look back at it. I'll look to him and... Is this some kind of, like, torture tactic? We gotta listen to you try to convert us all to the god of death and more death?
I will put it bluntly then, for your less astute friends here. If you pledge your worship to the god of death, I can make this move smoothly. I can make this an easy thing for you all, and make this go away. Perhaps help with this Polong issue as well. This lady was killed unjustly by these people. Perhaps I can use this as leverage and sort this out. But I need some pledge of fealty, some recompense.
How about this? What if I pledge that what you're doing here is unfair and shady business practices? Trying to use your position of power to convert people to your religious belief system based around the idea that death is a natural part of every person's life whenever your people decide it's supposed to happen, not whenever it's actually supposed to happen.
I said we could do this the easy or the hard way. I'm not forcing anything. I'm just...
The hard way is we deal with our own problems.
Indeed.
We obviously pissed somebody off at some point in something we did. Clearly you already know that. That's what you're here for.
I'm here representing the crown and the family of the deceased.
Right, because the crown works for whoever can pay the most money. Is that how it works?
No.
Isn't that why you sit in here comfortably and the two men sitting outside were starved when I mentioned a sandwich?
I don't know about the eating habits of the guards here. I am a contractor. Perhaps your friends can speak for themselves, since it seems you're at the center of this. He looks at Judge D. What say you? Devotion for a path forward?
I'm not interested in being in any death god religion, honestly.
Well, can't say I tried. And what about you, little goblin? You want to help your friend out? Give yourself to the god of death? It's worshipping like any other god. It's not like you're going to die or something.
Wait, so I become immortal if I worship him?
No, not immortal. I mean, some clerics of. I mean, I don't know if you're a cleric. No, you don't look like a cleric. But there are rumors of some really holy people in eons ago becoming cheating death by their pure devotion to him. I guess it's not really cheating. I'm sure he permitted it. Anyways, those are tales for another day. If you're interested, it will help your friend out immensely.
I don't want you to sign up for any kind of worship that you don't want to.
Yes, the key is you should want to.
Right, you should want to, but under the stipulation that it'll really help out your friend. Yeah. Real in exchange.
There's no denying that there are boons for worshipping certain gods.
I admit, I would have no interest beyond making this go smoothly. I have no other interest in. For no?
Yeah. Like arranged marriages, you can grow to love your god over time. Tis up to you. I don't.
How is this legal under the current system?
I'm not forcing anything.
If I were to kidnap someone in a room and tell them that their friend is dying, and I have a spell that will cure them of the poison that's within them, and if they just convert over to Arfin, everything will be okay. You really think that's a real, fair, and reasonable situation?
That is disanalogous. I'm not.
It's perfectly analogous.
There's no poison in your veins. You are all free to walk out here if you choose not to.
Are we?
You are. I'm
gonna walk over to the door and I'm going to try to unlock it.
It is unlocked.
Are we? And then I will open the door.
You'll open the door. You'll look behind him. Shrug. Look to you, Zoo. Is that a no?
I think your analogy made it worse.
Oh. Alright. I'll take that to heart. He'll scoop the amulet off the table. Put it in his cloak. Look down and all of you and say, I wish you the best of luck. And he'll start casting a spell. You can spellcraft it if you want, but...
Okay. Well, I don't have spellcraft, so we're going to see how this is going to go.
Yeah, he just vanishes. The door is open. The guards are on the outside door. Look at you as you come out, and you all can leave if you want. The investigator is outside as well, drinking water, looking at the door as you're coming out into the hallway. She'll just look at all of you and say, you're free to go. You all walk out.
I'm going to stare at the investigator for quite a bit, just trying to figure out, like, I guess sort of like that thing where, like, I want to do more and I realize there's not more I can do to this person aside from just stare. And then finally, I'll, like, break it and walk away.
One of the rest of you following Ronald?
Yeah.
Excellent. Back into the city.
Well,
slight delay in your plans. Yeah.
Well, where are we at in the day at this point?
It's like 11 a.m.
So we still got time to go out to the mine.
Yep.
I thought that getting to the mine is like... Oh, no, is it like an hour or is it a couple hours?
I think it's a few hours.
We could always just save it till tomorrow. Nothing saying we have to do it today. Rather not end up having to come back late.
It's only 11.
Sure, but What if we make a different thing? What if maybe we go out there, take a few supplies, stay out there for a couple of nights, literally dig into the mines, see what we can find?
That sounds fun.
We got into those big things in the deep, and a few of them got away. Those things could always come back. Might be better if we try to find a few of those to clean out. Maybe there's even more deeper into the mines as well, that they can get a value.
But then we have to make sure to talk it up, right?
Well, we keep the mine private. We're not supposed to be talking right now anyway, as Gabby wanted. So we just use it as our time off. Get some work done. Know what I mean?
It's fine by me. Might as well be productive.
I like that idea.
I'm good with that.
All right. I'll spend the day. I want to get us a bag that we can carry even more stuff in. Make things easier for transportation. So I'll put that together for us today. And I should have it ready for tomorrow.
All right. Any other plans for the day for anyone else?
No.
What about the evening?
I'm gonna look up stuff on what is the name of this thing that he told us it was?
Polong. What would you like to learn?
Polong. Gonna do some research on polongs.
Mm-hmm. What do you want to learn about them?
Like, I don't know. Where do they come from? Where do they go? Cotton Eye Joe.
Yeah, you can effectively, out of character, you can look up the stat block if you want, but in character, you'll know as much as you want to learn about if you spend the day in the library reading about them. They are the spirits of murderers who have been magically bound to a bottle via necromancy of some sorts. Whoever possesses a bottle can command the creature to carry out murderous acts. Necromancers, cultists, and assassins sometimes use polongs to perform assassinations from afar. Commanding polongs is dangerous, however, as their desire to kill makes them turn on their own masters if given the chance. When the bottle is opened, the creature manifests a blood-drenched spirit with hands transformed into long claws. Its thirst for violence and murder twists its distorted features into a hateful visage. They remember little of their past lives. Their own thoughts turn to committing the heinous acts commanded by their masters.
All right, that sounds good.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the thing here.
You'll read that they have a murderous intent aura, which was the immediate action intimidate check that you suffered. They have the incorporeal touch attack, which does the damage plus bleed, which I forgot to apply in the combat, but we'll just say that was Pelosis protecting you from that. And you can know that the bottle has been within a mile range. It regains D8 plus 5 hit points for each hour it spends inside the bottle. You have to destroy the bottle, and then the bottle will reform in 24 hours.
Okay.
However, I have homebrewed that because by raw, there's no way to kill these things. But Bissy is aware how to permanently destroy these things, which would not be known actually. So we'll save that for whenever Bissy talks to you. He'll tell you.
I
about
thought
that.
you had said that we just had to destroy the bottle.
There was something else I think you guys did in that session, but Bissy can tell you about that.
Oh, sorry. I thought one of the characters during this session, maybe Gabby had said, you have to destroy the bottle.
Yeah, that's the standard way, but then the bottle reforms within 24 hours.
What the fuck?
But there is a way to, at least I homebrewed a way to permanently destroy them. So Bissy would be aware of that. So you can save that. Gabby should have said that Bissy knows a way to deal with these things, and you can talk to him about it.
Not going into the detail.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna relay this information to one of my compatriots. I guess I'll go with good old Zoo there. Say, hey, check out this thing is terrible. It's got some kind of bottle thing, but the bottle reforms, so you're just really fighting this thing forever.
Yikes.
I know. Says it's the angry spirit of of unhappy goblins. Just kidding. Doesn't say its opinion on cheese, which is just really, I don't know.
Maybe you should have asked it.
I should have. I kept falling unconscious, so it didn't seem to. It's got a better perception than me, I think. That's a good perception score. Wow.
Anyone else have anything before an evening rest?
I don't think so.
Alright, some quick little evening encounter for Zoo. You're sleeping and you're awoken in the middle of the night by the same person you met earlier. You're in bed, you open your eyes, and he's at the foot of your bed and says, "Do not panic, young goblin.
It's mega fucking creepy.
It is
Do
I."
not panic. I'm just in your room.
"It is I, Gavin. We spoke earlier. I merely just wanted to confirm your choice without the influence of your friends. It seems like when you were thinking about it, they disrupted you, interrupted your thoughts. Just wanted to make sure you had ample time to consider and decide for your own."
You said we should want to follow.
Yes, although the want can come in time, perhaps out of need. Forno offers a hand and helps you when no other god does. Has any other cleric, besides your friend, offered assistance in your tasks? Any other god aid you?
I mean, I
Forno.
haven't asked.
One need not ask to get a helping hand.
Helping hand, eh?
Forno is often misunderstood, feared by many as the god of death. Death is scary, but as your cleric friend correctly said, death does come to us all, one way or the other, and you, nods to your bow in the corner, are a dealer of death, I'm told. Many lives felled by your arrows. It's not a stretch to give thanks. Many goblins honor their kill, waste little, eat their kills, and things like that. Respect for the dead. It's all things Forno is domain over, although rarely attributed. Most people are all worried about the death part. Think us clerics just want to cause more death. But they misunderstand. Like you with your bow, you don't just shoot random people. You defend yourself. Fight for things you believe in. Forno has a design for us all, and we all have our time. You're part of his design. You think your arrows land by chance, kill creatures by accident? It's part of their time. It was written eons ago.
Can I make a suggestion?
Of course.
You would sell this a bit better if you didn't appear like a sleep paralysis demon.
Yes. We don't do ourselves
That's
any
pretty great.
any favors by our demeanor. We are often taught in the ways of secrecy and darkness. I didn't think of a good way to speak to you without encumbered by your friends. Seems like they influence you, and I don't know. I just thought maybe you were afraid to speak your true feelings with them around. It was the only way I could think to get to you alone, but your feedback is noted.
That's good.
So what say you, Zoo?
I just said you were a fucking creep. Like,
These dead guys, they don't respect boundaries at all. This is what I'm saying here. Let me show up in your room in the middle of the night. It's not what you think.
Yeah, as you're looking closer at him, he does seem to be not really there. It seems to be like some sort of figment.
Astral projection.
What is his goddess FOMO?
Work on your marketing. And then I'll roll over.
He'll sigh. Thank you for listening. I'll take your feedback into consideration. Good luck with your trials ahead. If you ever reconsider, simply ask for me in the keep. Good luck. And he will fade away.
Just, ask for me in the keep. I'm there, just hanging out. Not doing anything.
Nothing better to do.
A bright, early morning awaits you all. Some platters already pre-made for you. No riddles.
I need to make a roll technically for my bag of holding that I'm making. I want to make it in 1 day, so that's gonna make me increase the DC. So I need to make a 24, which means I need to roll. I guess I can take 10, or no, you can't take 10 because you can fail at it, right? For item creation.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, because failing the check by 5 or more can result in a cursed item. So yeah, I'll make the roll.
I guess you should do this a blind roll, so you don't know if it's cursed.
Oh yeah, that is correct. So yeah, I click this, and then I click blind GM roll. Hope I rolled a 9.
Your item
and then
is
I gotta,
made.
Yep, and then I gotta figure out the cost. But yeah.
Yeah, these nice cheese platters await you. No riddles, no anything, but they are pre-made. You are loyal customers here. A nice hearty breakfast for anyone who partakes.
Wonderful. That's what we need.
Anyone who partakes will get the benefits of a hero's feast.
Hey!
Eating it.
I will have partaken.
I could use a hero's feast.
And off to the mines? Or does Zoo want to tell the party, share the party about her midnight adventure, or should she just keep it to herself?
I think we get sit down at the table and I just go, that guy was a freak. Well, I would say he is.
Why? What happened?
He just projected into my room.
That sounds completely illegal.
Oh.
Should be reported.
Really?
Send him to jail.
Mm.
I might be biased, but
Was he still trying to get you on board with Forno?
Oh yeah. Said
Yuck.
you guys were the reason. I didn't go with them.
Oh, right, because you just can't think for yourself if we're around.
Well, we don't want to pressure you from not getting involved with Death God. So, as a member of the party, I just want you to know that you're free to, get involved with these Death Gods.
Ron, I'm not letting you stay in the party if you're following Death Gods.
I don't know.
You're welcome to do that and enjoy it in your life, but no Death Gods. And not in this party.
Apparently not. But, who am I to, stop anybody from, I don't know where this is supposed to even go. It's kind of creepy to just show up and project into people's rooms.
Right? He really needs to work on his marketing.
Oh, I got us something new today. check this out. And I'll open up this bag, and I will put inside of it a. I'll take one of the mushrooms out and I'll put it inside of the bag. And then I will like flip the bag upside down and shake it, and no mushroom will come out.
Mushroom, yeah.
And then I'll like ask one of them, reach your hand in there and feel around. Don't think about the mushroom, just feel around. One of you? Come on. All right, there you go. Do you feel anything?
Am I supposed to?
Think about the mushroom now.
Oh.
Now pull it out. Hi, that'll make it easier for us to carry things. This thing can carry a large amount more than that.
Do I get to eat it now?
That's one of the ones we don't have a recipe for yet. We don't know how to use the recipe for yet. So no.
I'll put it back in the bag.
I'll put the rest of the mushrooms I have in the bag as well. Oh, I don't have this mithril anymore. So we should be able to move some bigger things that we run into back and forth without having to worry about trying to lug it around the hard way.
Well, that's convenient. Thanks for working on that.
Hi. Always used to have one of these. It didn't seem to eat off anybody. It didn't seem to eat off Zoo's hand, right?
Nope. Functioning as intended.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, any other preparations or just heading on the road?
Can't think of anything else.
That's all I got.
All right, maybe here's a good place to stop for the night after I give you some bonus XP.
Nice. They're trying to kill us. Trying to create.
Mostly just trying to kill you, to be precise.
Yeah.
Hey, if I want you to know, if somebody was trying to kill the rest of the party, I'd take it personally and would understand that you want to deal with that privately.
All I can say is the last two sessions have been Judge D must die.
Well, you know, when you backstab assassins, you know, they don't like that.
These assassins are so sensitive.
Yeah, it wasn't
You know?
even his
True.
idea.
You get in the assassination business, right? And, you know, all of a sudden everybody's supposed to be honorable. But you go around skulking and stabbing people for a living.
True.
So hypocritical.
Anything else you guys want on the record, or I'll take the stream down here. If there's anything else you guys want to... Alrighty. Did you guys get the last bit experience I gave? I think I'm getting connection issues.
Yeah, I'm still at 26716, which is what I thought we had before.
Yeah, I think you said we should be at 35001.
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try to figure this out after I cut the stream, because, yeah, I think I need to refresh the page. But, yeah, thanks for everyone who's watching, and have a good night. Stream will be going down.
Good night.